Hey man, what the do y'all know about sports?
You are now listening to the Best Damn Sports Podcast. Period. The What Do Women Know About Sports Podcast. I am Bree Nicole, and as you can see, my co-host is not here today. She is on vacay. I hope she's enjoying herself, but I have a great special guest co-host.
Yeah, I'm coming to crash the party, man. It's your boy DrewDwn, you know what I'm saying? Official host of the Third Leg Delivery Podcast. You know what I mean? One of three. One of four. I'm tripping.
It's one of four. It's four, y'all.
It's four of us. But yeah, man, DrewDwn back, man. It's like my fourth time. Third time. Third time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We normally pull up, me and Quan, but he's sick right now.
It's been lit with them.
Yeah, for
Good
sure,
episodes.
man. But I'm happy to be back because it's a lot of stuff going on that we could be talking about.
It is. It's real heavy
in
out
sports. It really is. First things
heavy.
first, man. Playoffs. Do you like what you see thus far?
I do.
Okay.
So here's the thing.
All right.
As everybody knows, I am a Laker fan through thick and thin. However, I'm not complaining about this playoffs. I'm not. I'm not really upset that the Lakers didn't make it. I'm here for the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah. So, me too. I really rock with CP3.
I'm excited for him.
Yeah, I am too. It's unexpected though. See, this is why I'm enjoying the playoffs, right? Because it's teams that's normally not in the playoffs.
Yes.
Which is good because it sheds lights on other players, right? To be looking out for like the next season.
Right.
To see what they're gonna do. Is they gonna stay? And it was pretty much the same like when Miami won, but they was playing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Teams that have been, to the finals before.
Yeah.
So I really like this playoff run that Chris Paul got going on. And surprisingly, I actually bet for him to be the MVP, but excluding playoffs.
Okay.
Lost the bet. And I should have went like MVP for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he might take it. What you think? You don't think so?
He might.
He might. You don't think it's solidified though?
Just
like at this point, at this very moment.
Yeah. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Yeah. So I think at this point, because of who he is, and I feel like everybody is rooting for him at this point.
Yeah. It
may be solidified. Like this may be Chris Paul's moment for this. So yeah. I can see that.
And over the years, what I realized, man, is really popularity as much as we want it to be like just statistics and
the skill of the game.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's popularity.
Definitely, it's a popularity contest. With most things.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, hopefully he wins, even though I ain't got no bet on it. But speaking of CP3, man, let's get into the haters, right? So
Patrick Beverley is the biggest hater.
Yeah, I wanna just, we should create this segment like right now, like. And we are going to induct him into the Hall of Fame of bitch-ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we need to.
I just feel like if you go back and you watch like what happened in the incident, like where he pushed him during the timeout.
Yeah.
Chris Paul just walked by him and looked at him. Didn't say anything to that man.
Yeah.
So for you to turn around and get all up in your little box of feelings and push him... What was the reason?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't even call it. I think it's just the energy. Like, you were beneath me. You know what I'm saying? That he felt as he walked past Chris Paul. Therefore, he pushed him. But, see, that's the thing, right? So, you got all these different players, like, that play that same role. Like, Patrick Beverley, Draymond Green. Like, real defensive when it's down to the clutch, right?
Yeah.
But you never see, like, a player, Draymond Green, even though he do dirty stuff, and he got caught up with hitting in the groin.
But that was
I feel like it wasn't on purpose most times.
Yeah.
However, like, Patrick Beverley just took it to a whole nother level. Like,
it was uncalled for.
Yeah.
It was uncalled for.
You already, players don't like you for real. Which, respectfully, because of your hustle, because of your defense, you know what I'm saying?
And he plays,
your game that
he's a great defensive player, but I don't like him.
Yeah,
he like a bug.
Yeah, anytime it just turns into, it was unwarranted. You know what I'm saying? For real.
And then he tried to act like why am I getting ejected? He tried to act like that.
Yeah.
And then he apologized the next day via Twitter.
Yeah.
I wouldn't accept that apology.
Do you feel like his career might be cursed since then? Since that happened?
Yeah.
Like seeing like the role that Chris Paul played outside of the NBA, like as far as like with the Players Association and shit like that.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. I do. So, my question or my thought process has been like, since the incident is, like, what is Patrick Beverley's contract in the next season? Was this his last like year with the Clippers?
Yeah.
Like, will they cut him because of this or release him? If they do release him because of this, will like other teams pick him up? Because that's a problem. It is very unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, it is, but I don't think it's that big. I think it's big, but I don't.
You don't think it's that big of a deal?
Yeah,
or that
but,
major?
Right, in terms of like whether or not it'll affect him, I think it's gonna hold some weight, but I don't think that it's gonna be like the deciding factor on whether or not teams pick him up. However, just theory, right? Mm-hmm. I think his shit is cursed, like thus far. Like I can't wait to see like what happens moving forward. You know, in the next 1 to 3 years. You know what I'm saying? See where he ends up. If he's still playing at all.
It was trash.
You know
I was really
mean?
upset about that.
But yeah, he's not that consistent of a player.
Yeah.
As far as like putting up points, things like that. I mean, yeah, great defense. You might make players miss shots here and there, you know, but
it's not consistent enough for that type of behavior.
He's not a game changer. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So, yeah, man, but officially induct him into the Hall of Fame of bitch ass niggas.
Facts. Because I don't like Patrick Beverley at all. But speaking of Patrick Beverley and the team he plays for, are you surprised at the way the Clippers season ended?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, not as surprised at how as the Phoenix Suns are doing. That's more surprising than the Clippers not making it. Yeah, not making it. Because I feel like, I don't know, once the Lakers lost, I was just like, it's downhill from here for all of the teams. That's kind of how I like felt, like all of the major teams, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Time after time, year after year, they continue to make the playoffs, you know, and play and win series. But you want me to let me get into the Bucks though, because we only talking about the West. So let's get into the East. The Bucks last game, I had Atlanta winning, but how the Bucks played last game, I don't know now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I kind of still want the Atlanta Hawks to win,
I do.
But I don't know.
I like Trae Young.
I like how just like, man, the matter of like removing one player from rotation affects everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the fact that Giannis got hurt, hopefully he gets better, you know what I'm saying, soon, recovers quickly. But yeah, I didn't expect them to play as well as they did, but they pretty much showed out. You know what I'm saying?
Without him.
Yeah, so do you think that they're gonna continue? Or you gonna think it was all for nothing?
So do I think the Bucks will continue and close the series out in 6 games?
Yep.
It's possible. I would say that.
Yeah.
I think it's very possible for them to come out on, I believe the game is tomorrow night, Saturday. Yeah. It's very possible for the Bucks to come out and seal this series and take it in 6.
Yeah.
However, the other side of me wants to see a game 7. And I say that because I got an ESPN update about an hour ago, and Trae Young is questionable for game 6. Giannis, however, he is doubtful. So he may not, there is no way he's playing. But Trae Young, he is possible to play.
Now, going back to his injury, right? Was you surprised that he walked off the court?
No.
After watching?
I'm not, because Klay Thompson did it. When Klay tore his Achilles his last game, I think it was 2019, he walked off the court. I'm not surprised. I'm not.
I thought the knee was broke. I'm gonna keep it 100. I thought how it just extended and the slow mo. I was just like,
But yeah, I'm not surprised.
And I was surprised. Like, damn, he walking. That's crazy.
I'm not. Like with athletes, I am very surprised at the amount of. I shouldn't be, because they're athletes and I'm sure they work out 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised. Like when this sport, they are always prone to injury.
Yeah.
So that's a given. But I'm never surprised to see them walk off the court with the injury like they may have sustained.
Got you.
If they are able to walk. Now some of them are not. If you remember the Gordon Hayward injury,
let my shit would have been like that. I'm sorry.
I'm
wheelchair me, please. Straight up. I'm not chancing it, man. I recently broke my ankle. Well, not recently, but last September, and that shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was dying. So yeah, I can only imagine the pain that he was in. But man, hopefully, he has a speedy recovery. But I think they could close it out too, though. Yeah. But part of me thinks that Atlanta is gonna surprise us tomorrow night. I hope. And I think it's gonna be because of their shooting. Okay. I think they're gonna come out shooting very well, and I think that if they, start early, they're likely to finish and push it to a game 7. But ultimately, overall on the series, I think that the Milwaukee Bucks has
the better advantage.
Yeah, everything to compete for the championship. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, man. Chris Middleton, consistent. Sometimes this series he hasn't been as consistent, but in the season he's been consistent with shots that he's getting up, driving the ball, kicking the ball, rebounding the ball especially. Yeah, man. I just want to see them share the ball a little bit more, and yeah, hopefully they make it out, man. If not, I'm not gonna be upset that Atlanta Hawks made it. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely agree with that.
It is what it is.
I agree with that.
Yeah, this run has been full of surprises.
Let's pose here's a question for you. It's very hypothetical. If the Milwaukee Bucks if they close it out tomorrow in game 6, who do you have in the finals between the Suns and the Bucks?
The Suns.
Going all the way. The Suns.
Yeah, the Suns. That's another team though. See, that's why I think that it may end up being the Bucks and
the Suns, because they've both been consistent throughout the season.
Their bigs have been going hard.
Because I am surprised at Jay Crowder. Is he a big necessarily? Not really.
Man, it's hard because they play him like on both sides, if that makes sense. Yeah. He at one point in time he shot like 9 threes in a game, and I was just like, who is why? This man? You know what I'm saying? He made 3 of them, but I was like, why is he shooting that many times? You know what I'm saying? But because when you hear Jay Crowder or when you see him play, you don't see him as a shooter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so definitely. It's just like shocking that way. But hopefully, man, he's been in a mix before, so hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he can get them juices back flowing and go off and be back in the headlines. I'm just happy I'm not happy because my team didn't make it, and I forgot to put that out there. I'm a diehard Boston Celtics fan. You know what I'm saying? We just got a new coach. Check us out next season.
Yeah, I do have a new coach.
But yeah, I'm happy about the playoffs. Normally, like when you see, like for example, right? Let's say the Lakers made it, right? And then let's say another team made it where
they lead a big like a household team.
Yeah, household team. Like I probably wouldn't want to watch the games as much. You know what I'm saying? Like 'cause it's the same thing. But I still tune in. But it's like you
barely watch.
But with this, it's like we're gonna get a new champion. So I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked in.
I get that.
But yeah, man. Switching gears. Another topic that's heavy in the streets, man.
Currently.
Yes.
So if you are if I'm sure most of us are interested in it, it's the Olympics.
Yes. It
was supposed to happen last year, but due to big Rona, they postponed it a year. So it's happening this year. It's going to Tokyo. Last month were the Olympic trials for the different sports. And one of those Olympic trials was track and field. Track and field is one of my favorites of these type of games. Yeah. And so Sha'Carri Richardson, she was a front runner for the 100 meter. Yeah. She won her trial and she was on her way to the Olympics. However, yesterday it came out that she tested positive for marijuana in her system before her meet in Oregon, like for the trials. And so they have disqualified her like from the 100 meter race like for the Olympics because of that. And so I know she did an interview today on like NBC Today America, and she was just saying like I take responsibility for it. I know I wasn't supposed to do it. I did it anyway. Here's my thing, like,
come on, give it to me. What
here's
you got?
my thing. I understand her being disqualified, suspended. I definitely understand it because I feel like if you know the rules of your sport, that's something like you shouldn't be doing, because like that's your sport. There has always been a rule. And you know, like they test for that as well. So I get her being disqualified. I do think the rules like should be updated because the trials were in Oregon and marijuana is legal in that particular state. It's legal in most states at this point anyway. So I think the rules and restrictions on substances like for these athletes, they need to update that and maybe not include marijuana, because for me, I don't see it as an enhancing drug. It kind of, in my opinion, it doesn't enhance you. It slows you down. So if she was a little bit high and she was dusting people like that, it didn't enhance anything.
Yeah.
So I understand like why I get it. I get why she was disqualified. I get why she cannot participate in that particular meet because they did say that she may still have a chance to run in the relay. I definitely understand it. I get it, and I appreciate that she owned her mistake. You move on.
I mean, but could she really have denied that?
Yeah. It was no denying that.
I don't know. I mean, times are changing, right? And I know why it's there, right? You know what I'm saying? You want to be a role model, right? You run your you won your trial. You headed to the Olympics. You are now in public eye. You have been previously, but now even more so
because of these.
You're an example to follow. You know what I'm saying? So I get how they want to try and punish you because they found cannabis in your when you drop, but I'm with you. I don't think it's one of those things where it's like
let's crucify her. No.
Yeah, or that it should be frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, part of me, because times are changing, like, didn't they remove that from football, if I'm not mistaken, the NFL? I think for dropping people for marijuana. So I feel like, if it happens in one, then why not just, make
do
that
it for the others?
Yeah, just make it a universal thing across all sports. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people gonna have their opinions on whether or not like, oh, she's a horrible person or whatever the case may be. But I don't feel like that takes away from her character. I don't feel like that takes away from her skill set and running.
Not at all.
Because whether she hit that blunt or not, y'all probably still would have got smoked. Like,
it was inevitable. It was inevitable.
It is what it is, But I mean, I get it. But like you said, those guidelines, I think, should be updated with changing times, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, keep it 100. And then the shit with Michael Phelps, that shit happened with Michael Phelps, like.
And it's different. It's a whole different thing. Like, he lost endorsements, and he wasn't even he wasn't trying to compete for the Olympics. He was like at a party somewhere and they took a picture of him. That's how so it's not the same thing. Like, he wasn't trying to qualify for the Olympics when that happened with him. Yeah. So you can't compare the two. It is not the same situation.
And then before we actually started recording, I saw another article where like she accepted the 30-day suspension. Yeah. And it's going to end in time for the Olympics, so she still might have a chance in running.
It's the relay.
The relay? Oh, yeah. Okay.
So she won't do the 100 meter. But she can still do the relay with the 30 days ending on time before they go to Tokyo.
I mean, but that is kind of fucked up though.
Yeah, I definitely get it. Like you don't want to you never want that to happen for a player, but if you knew what the guidelines were and you still did it, you take the consequences.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with the suspension, but I understand it. I understand it.
Yeah. And even though she runs track and field, she's still a part of a team. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, hopefully, wasn't it like two of her teammates that also?
Yeah.
Was it for the same trial though? 100 meters? Will they be?
I think so. I think three USA women made it for the 100 meter.
Yeah. Well, either way, USA is still in the run. It sucks that she can't run, but yeah, man. At least she still gets to participate, though. You know what I'm saying?
It just sucks.
Didn't have everything stripped away.
It just sucks because, they were saying, she was a surefire goal for the 100 meter.
Yeah. And
this would have been the first time, a U.S. I think, an American woman would have won it since the '96 Olympics in Atlanta.
Damn. Yeah.
I mean, but listen, it is a lesson learned. You don't harp on it. You take whatever they give you and you keep it pushing.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really much you could do about it.
But what we will not do is crucify her, and I feel like that's what people are trying to do. And we all make mistakes. You take them and you keep it moving.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it boils down to.
So on the topic of the Olympics, another one of my favorite sports is the basketball. I watch the women and the men for USA basketball. The women are going for their 7th Olympic gold medal consecutively. The men are going for their 3rd consecutive gold medal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So here's my problem. It's not a problem. If you look at the other countries,
mm-hmm.
Spain is always a big contender. So is Argentina,
mm-hmm.
France. They are contenders. It's because a lot of players who play in the NBA, they play for their respective home country because they come from international countries.
Right.
And I feel like the players who were picked for the USA men team, it's small ball.
Okay, give me a rundown.
Okay, so you have Bam Adebayo.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Bradley Beal.
He's big.
Devin Booker.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Durant.
Big.
Jeremy Grant. Draymond Green. Drew Holiday. Zach LaVine. Damian Lillard. Kevin Love. Chris Middleton. And Jason Tatum.
And you think it's small ball?
Compared to... Because I think Pau Gasol is playing for Spain. He's a 7-footer.
Oh, I see what you're saying. In comparison to the other teams that's gonna be competing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. I could see that. And then most of those players alternate between the 3 and the 4. And you know what I'm saying? Bradley Beal and Tatum. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like they got a nice mix.
Of these players, I don't see a standard center. That's kind of what I mean.
Got you. Yeah, in place.
Because to me, Draymond Green is not a center. He probably played a 4, not the 5.
Yeah.
So.
What about Zach LaVine?
He is isn't he a shooter? Like a guard?
Yeah. But I feel like when we talk Olympic, I feel like the players that are chosen are good enough to rotate and
in all the positions. Yeah,
are good enough to play. You know what I'm saying? 1 through the 5. You see what I'm saying? So you got shooters. You got Zach LaVine. You got Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
You got Bill. Let's say you add KD in the mix. Where he gonna fit in at?
So they have him listed between backcourt and frontcourt.
Oh, okay.
So in the backcourt, it's Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, Damian Lillard, Drew Holiday, and Zach LaVine. That's the backcourt,
gotcha.
Meaning they are your guards.
Mm-hmm.
Your front court, they have Kevin Love, Kevin Durant, Bam Adebayo, Jeremy Grant, Chris Middleton, and Draymond Green.
Yeah, they
really aren't to me front court players.
Yeah,
because most of them are guards. They shoot.
Yeah,
So I'm not saying they won't win or that I don't want them to win. I'm just saying it's
compared
a different
to other teams.
Yeah, it's a different type of
yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, a lot of players in the NBA, come from international countries. So
They do.
It's just like, hey, this is what we got to work with.
It's a lot
Not
of players.
saying that these players aren't dogs though.
Yeah.
Grant's a dog.
Mm-hmm.
KD's a dog. Everybody's a dog, respectively. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm looking forward to it. It was just kind of I was like, oh, this isn't like.
So you don't think they can win though?
No,
I think they can win at all.
No, I think that they will win.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying like it's a different setup than previously.
Yeah.
There isn't a standard center, and so I'm used to having at least one like standard center.
Yeah.
Because for the women, and I have no doubt like they're gonna win. I have no doubt because Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird are like my favorite players. I have no doubt.
Yeah.
They have a standard center in Brittany Griner. Like that's her role is to play center.
Mm-hmm.
Because of her height. So that's gonna be her role.
Nowhere else.
Yeah,
exactly.
she's gonna stay around the basket. She is not leaving from that particular place.
Yeah.
So
for me, I don't know. I feel like Olympics basketball.
It's different.
It's different, but I feel like it'd be a breeze for USA most times.
The ball is smaller too, though.
If that makes sense, like.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, even though it's just a three consecutive streak for the guys.
Yeah. I
mean, when have you call a time where another country has won that you can remember?
So the men have won 2008.
I'm talking about another country besides USA though. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe that's the media play that's playing on it for me. But I don't know. I feel like I always like every time they coming back with the trophy. You know what I'm saying?
2004 was the last time they did not win.
And who was that? France, was it? No, I don't know.
Was it Argentina? It was. I know the USA were bronze. They came in third place.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't think. Do you think that that's as interesting as
track and field?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I think the women to me are
okay.
Only because the women be blowing people out the water.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's not interesting because like if you know it's a blowout, okay, cool. But I think it's interesting. Yeah, it's because like this only happens every 4 years.
Yeah.
Not everybody gets a chance to be on an Olympic team.
Yeah.
Some people want that opportunity. Like for example, many people so for me, like Melo doesn't have any NBA championship rings, but he has 4 Olympic medals.
Right.
So that's still an accomplishment like for him.
Yeah. I don't know why we big up like the
yeah, like it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying much. Like yeah.
Because it's like other competitions that are greater than just, the finals. Because I feel like the Olympics, that's big. Like that means like you're the best of the best of the country.
And it only
like,
happens
you know
every 4 years.
Exactly. So
and so like, just because you made it like 4 years ago, that doesn't mean you're gonna make it 4 years in the next 4.
Yeah, the next one, yeah. But that does give a lot of time for other players to kind of show their skills. And if that's something that they're working towards, you see what I'm saying? Kind of let that play out.
Yeah, most definitely. Because I think this is Jason Tatum's first Olympics.
Yeah.
Bradley, so on the men, this is a lot of their first time going.
Yeah.
So I know Draymond Green went in 2016 and Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
But aside from them, I think everybody else, this is their first
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. I would definitely watch it, watch their progress. But while still talking about the Olympics, have you been keeping up with the gymnastics side of things?
So here's the thing. So you know how they were supposed to come. It was supposed to happen in 2020. Mm-hmm. Me and Victoria, we really wanted to go to the trials when they were supposed to happen last year, but it didn't happen. So I'm really upset that I didn't get tickets to like go this year.
Gotcha.
But I heard that it was really, really exciting and it was really, really like fun to go to.
Yeah.
I'm happy for Simone Biles. It's nobody better than her.
Yeah.
It's nobody better.
Yeah. I can say that like on a deeper level, right? Like I would pay attention to like gymnastics, but not that hard. You know what I'm saying? Until like I seen someone that looks like me in terms of, you know what I'm saying, skin tone and shit. So it makes you kind of like pay attention a little bit more. You know what I mean? And then you should just start learning like, oh, it's a whole bunch of
it's a lot of
shit
stuff
within gymnastics.
It
like,
is.
You know what I'm saying? That she's doing and other you know gymnasts are doing. And it's really exciting to see. I did see pictures from the event, and it was super packed out.
It was.
They said it was like what the pack.
It was
the most.
Yeah.
The most attendance or some shit.
Here's the thing, Drew. I'm not gonna lie to you, Drew. Like with gymnastics, I watch the women and not the men. Only because like I don't know why. Like I'll have the men on, but I'm not as focused on it as I would be the females or like the women playing or like the women doing gymnastics.
Yeah.
Only because like the women just be like a little bit more graceful, like sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think to be a gymnast, that is probably one of the hardest things because you have to be in constant shape.
Tip top shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing that I would watch
I do swimming.
that for is specifically for fuck up. So you know how like people watch hockey? People watch hockey because they be banging, right?
Facts. You know that's why I watch hockey.
So to watch, you know, gymnasts do their thing in the Olympics, I be also looking for fuck ups.
So you watch them fall?
No, my mama like, man, you don't ever go all the way back in the day when like America's Funniest Home Videos and like you see like random video clips on social media and shit of people like fucking themselves up.
Yeah.
I be wanting to see that shit live. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Cause listen, when they be falling, that shit be like, ooh,
man.
And they
miss
like,
that bar and they just run. Man, I seen somebody.
And they lose like on so many points.
I seen somebody like, I don't even know what the name is, but basically when Simone Biles did it, like she like where you running up to this like
it's a vault
little bar thing, or like this thing where like she touched and then flipped over it, whatever that is.
It's the vault.
Okay, so I've seen people like run straight into that like and just like knock the wind out they whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Like knock everything out of them. So I be looking for like fuck ups, man, when I be looking at gymnastics though, because I just think that shit is funny. It might be painful, but that should be looking funny, especially when they slow it down too. Oh my god. It's just like watching boxing, watch somebody get knocked out in slow mo. You see all the sweat just bounce from their forehead and shit, man.
So do you also watch another sport that I watch it for is swimming?
I do. I like diving though. I like the dives and shit.
So do you understand like how diving is scored? Because I don't.
No, I don't. But it's very entertaining to watch because I be like, that's another thing where people could fuck up. Like they make the wrong move and they hit that water wrong. Like life could be over. You know what I'm saying?
Not the
but I like for real though. Like you ain't ever jumped from no cliff like into some water and just
listen,
like
here's the thing.
hit it awkwardly or something.
I
just
can
like,
swim, but I'm not jumping into no water.
Man,
I'm sorry.
It's crazy. It never happened to me, but that shit looked like it hurt. So, I feel like those, man. And this is another thing, right? So, let me bring this in. So, do you watch I Am Athlete?
I've heard, yeah.
With Brandon Marshall. Okay, so they kind of do a thing where, you know, it's this particular the person that participates in this particular sport. Are they really an athlete? So like they had NASCAR, for example, and they was questioning whether or not NASCAR drivers were really athletes. But for the categories that, you know, they define as like sports, I feel like every person that participates in whatever that sport is damn sure an athlete. Because like to be able to dive, come on, man, I can't dive like that.
I think divers are athletes.
No, I know. Me too. I'm just saying like you got to be like a legit athlete, like to be able to do some shit like that. You got to be like in shape. Like I'm never finna like jump off no 10-foot like and expect to land so gracefully how they be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Especially with divers, if they are synchronized, they have to do it at the same time in the same formation, and it has to be synchronized. If one is off, they losing points automatically.
Like, could you imagine practicing that shit?
And you have to do it over and over.
Like showing
and
up
over.
to practice for that shit. Like,
hey, my sport is diving. I'm coming to participate.
I'm going to dive in practice.
I'm going to dive in practice.
At any moment, you can fuck yourself up. You know what I'm saying?
At any moment.
Couldn't be me, man. Everybody ain't able.
Not at all.
For real.
I also watch the Olympics for soccer. I don't understand it, but I will watch it.
Yeah, I don't really watch soccer like that. I'll play soccer.
Okay.
But I won't. I feel like it's boring. It's one of those boring sports. Baseball's boring too, unless you betting on that shit. Now, when you betting on baseball, it's fun. It's entertaining.
Speaking of baseball and you betting, has the Cardinals been winning you money?
No.
Okay.
No. Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, actually betting against them has been winning me money.
Because I don't know what the problem is, but they suck.
There's been a few times though that I did bet on them, like they maybe were, on a 1-win streak, and then they cost me my money, and it never happened again. So I haven't been really betting on them. I've been going against them, honestly. And I got the heads up, like they were selling tickets last week or this week, and they was extremely cheap, and I was just thinking like maybe it's because
they suck.
They like suck ass right now. I don't think I want to go to a game.
I don't. I'm not finna sit outside in the heat and y'all lose.
But it is what it is. I've been enjoying sports though lately.
It's been interesting.
Yeah, it's been keeping me entertained for the most part, man. Are you also into fighting, like the boxing and whatnot? Did you catch the Gervonta Davis and?
I did not.
Damn, you missing out, man. You missing out. That's something that I caught. And MMA as well, but just to touch on boxing a little bit, I think that Gervonta Davis has what it takes to be like a Floyd. What do you think?
Possible. It's a possibility.
I think he has it. Going into this fight, like when he was fighting Mario Barrios, I wasn't too sure because he was, jumping up weight class, maybe 2 weight classes too, or maybe 1. And then because he was such a smaller guy, I don't know. It's just always like when you see like a big guy fighting a smaller guy, it's just like, man, that ain't even fair. You know what I'm saying? But he held his own, man. I'm
not gonna lie. Like when it comes to these boxing matches, I watch the ones that's for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Like
the Lamar Odom versus like Aaron. Was it Aaron Carter or Nick?
Yeah.
Just for the shits and giggles. Just for the shits and giggles.
Yeah. So you would prefer the exhibitions that they've been running with like YouTubers and shit like that?
Yeah, that should be funny.
Man.
Only because it's not real, and I don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
It just be for my comedy, my entertainment.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, that shit is entertaining though. Like no matter how I can't, like for example, like the Floyd and the Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Like I could not watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Even though it wasn't for like it wouldn't count towards his professional record because he's retired and whatnot, and it's just exhibition. But I could not watch that. Like
the last one I've physically watched was the Mike Tyson versus was it Ray Lewis?
Oh yeah. No,
it was Ray somebody.
Yeah. Sugar Ray Leonard.
It was that one. That was the last one I watched, and it was pure comedy for me.
Yeah, it was.
It's pure comedy.
It was, man.
Shits and giggles.
Pretty much.
Okay, so last question of the day.
Okay.
We rocking with Phoenix to go all the way.
Phoenix to go all the way for sure.
They getting the chip.
Yeah.
And CP3 is gonna be the MVP of the finals.
I think he got that. I think I think he can take it. Yeah, that's my lock, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, come a few more episodes if I'm right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think no matter if the Hawks come in or if the Bucks come in, the Suns laying the smack down.
Okay. I'm excited for them. Like, I'm really happy for Devin Booker. I'm not gonna lie. Before this season, or even last season, I was always pushing for him to leave Phoenix because they were sucky.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is the turnaround. Like they needed. So I'm excited for them.
Yeah. Because when the last time you really heard about Phoenix Suns making a run? Steve Nash days. That's where my mind go. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I can't see the story ending no other way. He did not come this far
to not win.
to not fucking win.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm here for it.
Yeah, man. Prayers up. You know, wishes up. But
Yeah.
I hope they bring it home, man.
Yeah,
It'd be good for Arizona too, man.
Facts.
Really. When last time you heard about Arizona? Period in sports.
It's been a minute. Even with it's been a minute like for the men and WNBA.
Yeah, probably like college sports, but I'm talking as far as like professional.
It's been a minute. I think the women won their last championship in 2014. So that's been a minute.
Yeah, they long overdue for real.
They are very long overdue. So I'm excited for them. Shout out to Phoenix. I hope they bring it out. It's hashtag the Valley.
The Valley.
The
I
Valley.
like those uniforms too.
They
I
are
like
nice.
Those uniforms, man.
They are nice.
Might have to give me one. I ain't gonna even fake it. Might have to get a CP3 joint for real. The Valley, you know, cause you see this jersey. I have to get another one. You know what I'm saying?
So plug yourself one more time and plug the podcast.
Hey man, what it do? It's your boy DrewDwn, man. Official host of the Third Leg Delivery, 1 of 4. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my mans G-Ski Skirt and big homie Quan. Don't want to drop no dates on her. Don't want to give y'all no exclusive, but we coming back for season 3 very soon.
Okay.
New merch, new content, new pranks. Check out our YouTube, man. You can follow us on all social media at the Third Leg Delivery, and on YouTube we are the Third Leg Delivery as well. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, watch a couple videos, like them videos, man. Get our views up, just like that.
It's a great podcast. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man.
It's funny.
Yeah, it really is, man. Sex and relationships from the male's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Straight, raw, uncut,
Unfiltered.
Like we welcoming our viewers in to the conversation that homeboys have, you know, about sex and relationships, man. So it don't get no realer.
Not at all, because it's funny.
Make sure you check us out, man, for real.
If you do not, make sure you follow us on our website or check out the website. It's www.kas.com. It's for all things us. You can also copy you some merch. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at WDWKAS Podcast. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter at What Do Women Know, and that's KNO and the number 1. And last but not least, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube.
Do that.
The YouTube is also WDWKAS Podcast. As always, I am Bree Nicole, my great special host, DrewDwn, and we will see y'all next time. You are now listening to the Best Damn Sports Podcast. Period.